three. All right, we're good.
Okay, I'll do the intro. Badass. So, I guess this is our first episode.
Oh,
Might be our last
Alright,
if we don't get
it was
canceled quick
fast.
enough. We're gonna get canceled. This shit even takes off, bro. We're gonna get canceled.
If it does.
That shit with like celebrities where they pull up old tweets of them saying racist shit and try to cancel them because of that.
Nah. Your
I
Twitter
guess
is your Twitter's
they're
fine.
gonna pull this shit up and say, "Oh, what about that? Why'd you say that?" There.
Nah, we should be Gucci.
We should be Gucci.
Should.
All that shit is like a good like 5% chance. Yeah, we are Gucci. So,
Yeah.
would you like to explain what's going on this episode? What we're talking about?
You should do it.
All right.
Yes, I am doing absolutely everything. You do it for once.
Oh, sure. So today we're gonna try to
Yeah,
come.
shut up, loser.
Okay, fat ass. We're
Goblin.
gonna be trying to convincing Chris that aliens and ghosts are real,
Fake news.
Choose whichever Spartan
not fake news.
Yes, it is.
So, why don't you believe aliens and ghosts are real?
I need proof. I
Watched
need
as
proof.
you became the soldier we needed.
There's not been enough proof already.
Nope.
Like the others, you
You
were strong
tipped hard.
and swift
How am
Okay.
I
and
retarded?
brave.
Have you not seen the videos of
Natural
everyone
leader.
talking about them?
Yeah, those videos they
You
fake.
got something they didn't.
Well, not about the videos, they're not
Something
fake. The
no
people just say
one
like, "Oh,
saw
I saw it," and like other people are like, "Yeah, we saw it shit too." The
But
weird shit that goes on. People are like,
there's this
"Oh."
thing called.
Luck.
God damn it! I forgot the term.
Of course you would. This just it's not real.
It's called. Something where one person will
Was I
believe
wrong?
it, and then more people will start believing it over and over, and then everyone's believes
No,
it.
no, it's yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Not what happens. Even back then, way back then, they'd fucking
These morons
talk
were
about.
eating rye bread. You know what rye bread is? It's basically marijuana.
That's all they had back then, Chris.
That means they're high
ain't
on.
good.
They're
Hey.
high on bread, so how are they so scientific to understand
High on
anything?
2
bread.
kilometers. Easy. Stay sharp.
Because they still have common sense at least. They're like,
They
huh.
don't.
So you think they got high off of fucking like bread or some dumb shit like that?
Yes,
Being
they
like,
did.
oh, I saw a big aircraft in this ship.
His armor's locked up.
Yes, they
Gel
did.
layer could have taken most of the impact.
Alright, well, let's prove your dumbass wrong.
Oh, prove me wrong. I
don't know,
fucking dare ya. Do it. Do it.
Okay, I was pull shit from my mind. I remember. There's this one case. I forgot like what it was called, but it was these two like people were driving down the road, and while they were driving, it was like a good bit while. How they were like driving. They were driving like down this road, going home from a party, and the drive was like a good 2 hours
Radio
long
for
because the
the
party was
Marlin.
pretty far.
Heavy lifting.
Okay, and they had nothing to drink.
Not even a minute.
They were sober. They were clean.
Oh, what
And-
losers! They go to
Like, you
party
promote
and they're not
drinking
even
now?
drunk.
Why do you always jump?
You should promote
One of these
drinking now,
days, you're
Chris.
gonna land on something as stubborn as you are.
It's like, hey,
And I
if
don't
we're
do
going to a
bits and
party
pieces.
for 2 hour and then 2 hour drive, get
Where is
drunk.
she, Chief?
Hey,
Where's
is it-
Sultana?
Am I just intelligent or
Don't
not?
make a girl a promise.
You're not.
Yeah,
You're not at all.
I'm too intelligent for this world.
Yeah, get on with it.
Stay behind.
So, but while they were driving, they saw like a
Go,
light
bro.
in
Make
the.
it quick. Sorry.
They saw a light in the woods, or they saw
Your
this
armor's
big, like,
still in
bright
partial
light
lockdown.
that's like way too bright to be like anything normal. So they went to go check it, and I think that's how the story went. And then when the guy went to go check it, this was a real two. Just like they both encountered it. When they went to go check it, the light was too bright to be anything. They couldn't even see what was above it. They saw like a big shadow over it, but they couldn't see what it was because the light was like it was like blocking it. And then when they started driving away because they got scared, they don't know why they got scared. They like thought something opened because they heard
They
a
must
noise coming
love
from the
the
stuff
smell
in the
of
ship.
heroes.
And they started driving down the road, and the thing starts following them. They start pressing the gas. The thing still follows them, making noises, the tiniest little hover noise. And then as the thing's getting closer, as the thing gets closer, they just black out. And then they wake up, still driving, not knowing what happened. And then they realize 3 hours have passed, and they're still a good hour into the drive. And they don't know what happened to that like whole
Did he have
2 hour,
video
like a
footage?
whole hour. No, they don't have video footage.
Then it could easily be made up.
That was like, I think this was the back then when like phones were like there was just like little shitty phones, like little flip phones.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
like
so
before
you're
that.
trusting. Ooh, that's book. You're trusting people word of mouth, Chinese whispers.
They aren't Chinese whispers. They were like really respected people in their community. They never lied. They never like did anything. They
Everyone
were
never
under
lies.
God.
Everyone never
So
lies. That's
continuity.
that's not solid. You need like proof, not word of mouth.
What about that one shit like from the? I don't know if you heard the story. Again, I don't know it because we haven't done research. I didn't research. Chris got mad at me. He yelled at me. He spanked me.
Yeah, I
He beat me.
spanked you because you didn't do the one job you had to do.
And you slept. Alright, but basically, this manager and his associate were like out on the balcony, and it was from like this like really big hotel. And the manager and the associate saw something like a hovering aircraft, and they ran back inside because they got spooked by it. Because of course it's a fucking hovering aircraft. They don't know what the hell's gonna happen to them.
Loser.
And then while they're inside, they tell people like in the place what they saw outside. And this is also gonna bring the Men in Black into the story. Basically, after they done telling everyone like the. That's not. You're so wrong on
Oh, no, that's a
everything.
movie,
It's
that's a
not
movie,
even.
it's a
Yes,
movie.
it's
Yeah,
it's
I
a
got
quadrilogy.
It's actually a
It's-
treacle.
It's not the international one, the shitty one. That one. Actually, yeah, you're taking it right. It's not. It's a fucking trilogy.
The
The
original
shitty
was
one.
a treacle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically, like some after he told people around the hotel and the word started to get around, like two strange men that were exactly the same size. They had exact same features. They had pale skin, no eyebrows, pinkish lips, no hair, nothing. Wearing trench coats and was with fucking briefcase. Walked in and asked for the manager. But of course the manager left because I think he had like something to go do. I don't know. And then that, and then they left. And then after when the man like came back, they told him what had happened about the men who came in and asked for him.
Let me
He
guess,
says,
the
"Oh,
manager knew about this all along.
no, he'd never know. He didn't know anyone was coming to see him." But then when they pulled up the tape, they could see it was two men dressed exactly how like this guy did. Exact same size. They're like huge. I think they're like 6 something. 6'7" or some shit. They're like tall, both of them.
7, 8, no, 9, 10.
You're like 4'10", Chris.
Shut up, you're like 4'1". Stop talking.
Sure I am. Okay, That's not- that's it, sure. Oh shit, and there's just one. Where this girl, she was, in your mind, what is confirmed proof for you?
Proof, like video footage that has not been tampered with. First,
That's the thing with you. I could pull up a video of me getting analed by a fucking alien. You'd say, you edited that. Now you edited that. Because you're so fucking thick-headed, you don't believe shit anyone tells you.
Okay, proof for witnesses. So I, as how do you say it? I have to see it.
Okay.
If I
You have to see it
were
yourself in order to believe.
Yeah.
So you're one of those people. So you don't think the Holocaust was real either? You fucking diptard. Okay, you're getting canceled.
If it was real, why is it still good?
They're so fucked. They're so fucked.
Exactly. Think about it.
Okay, sure, I guess. Even though you're fucking entirely wrong.
They killed so many people. Why is so Jewish people around? Why is Israel still a thing?
Destroyed entirely. What? I said you didn't respond for a good 10 seconds. Like, not 10, like 3 seconds.
Shut up, goblin.
Okay,
But we are victorious.
Chris. You most fucking.
What's another
Okay.
spooky story?
Okay, I'll tell you a ghost story. It's not about ghosts. Why don't you believe ghosts are real?
There's
You're too scared of them.
There's no bias. There's no, not bias. There's no like,
Proof?
yeah, there's no.
How is there no proof? How is there no fucking proof? Have you not all seen all the videos that they've never been tampered with?
Yeah,
They're on
sure.
CCTV footage. They literally they can't even pull
Okay,
CCTV.
Okay, hold up.
I was trying with
Remember that
CCTV.
ghost video with the what's it called, when it was with the one where they were in a hotel and the door opened by itself.
No.
So it was this very popular ghost video of this door, this guy leaving a door open because he was gonna do something to it,
Mhm.
and apparently it showed a ghost closing and opening it again. It
Okay,
was
now
like
what was wrong with the
super
video?
popular, but then recently it got exposed for being fake. If that could go under the radar for such a long time, imagine all these so-called true ghost stories or true ghost CCTV videos that could be fake.
Now, then again, Chris, don't you watch Ghost Encounters too?
Yeah, for jokes.
So,
The
no,
Bernie
for
Lucas.
jokes.
You remember the Titanic?
Mhm.
The Titanic sinking of Titanic. That means dead people died on the sinking Titanic. Oh my God, there's probably ghosts here.
Okay,
You
but
remember how
still
dumb
about
that
that.
was?
Even though, like, remember, like, random stuff's happened. Have you not seen the videos of, like, nothing being tampered with? Nothing at all. There's one where, I don't think it was Ghost Encounter, I think it was another TV show, where this lady, she said that she feels like a ghost followed her. Whenever she, like, records the EVP, it screams into the EVP. And she recorded herself in a room full of people. Full of people. So it was gonna, if they wanted to fake it, it'd be pretty fucking hard. And people pay to be there too. And as she like talks to she asks a question, and when she plays it back, as soon as she answers the first question, just fucking screaming starts coming through. And it stops literally right after she stops asking questions. Right?
That's so
She
easily
asks the last
fake.
question. How is it easily faked?
Alright, a room full of people that pay. You could easily get an actor in there, connect a microphone, get them in like a room over, put that microphone near
Yes.
something that won't be visible, and then put that and then just scream in it. Soundproof.
Yeah,
It
but
could even be a pre-recording.
how could it be a pre-recording? She literally pressed. It was like this little like tape thing. I don't know what it's called. Voice recorders. You can't plug shit into that. You like fucking
No, right
somehow.
next to it.
On those. What do you mean right fucking next to it?
You could easily download a sound file to it.
Oh my god, that's not how they work,
Yes,
Chris.
it is.
Okay, since you're trying to fight, since you're supposedly debunking all the fucking things.
Yeah, because I am so intelligent.
Fuck.
That's
You're
going.
gonna have to
That's
take
going.
that out.
That's going in. No, I'm gonna just beep
Chris.
it. Alright, see. Okay, good.
Alright.
Exactly,
Okay.
moron. You're trash.
Continuing.
Prove it yourself.
How can I not prove myself? Let's go watch videos and then you try debunking them, all of them, and see how you're gonna keep bringing up the same thing. Oh, it's tampered. Oh, they downloaded a video file. Oh, it's like play
How
noise.
easy and how easy it is to tamper with something.
What
and
about what
make
about
it
those
look
old
really good.
videos? There was this one video where it was like one of those. It was like like where this guy was like in a fuck. I can't speak, but basically he recorded a video about like, how this supposedly goes, and this was back then when no fucking editing software was around, and he recorded it and you could see shadows fucking walking around, passing him,
So
going around.
if no editing software is back then, that means they would have had really bad cameras.
Still, it's fucking proof. You don't just see a shadow and be like, ah, nah, just the camera fucking up.
Yes.
No.
Those cameras mess up a lot. Film gets corrupted. You know corrupted film?
And
Have you seen corrupted film yet? It looks like stuff, but it's not.
still, they can fucking. There's this one where these people, they were like fucking. They lived in this house. They were like fucking. They were like these two guys. They lived in this house and they took a Polaroid, and because they thought like there was a ghost somewhere, and they told them, oh, if you're here, show us on the Polaroid. And when they took the picture, the Polaroid came back with a little like it was like such the icon like the little iconic ghost where it's all white, looks like a bed sheet over it, and they're like, oh, that's like funny. And it was it was like a Polaroid, one of those like old cameras. Then they took another one, and the exact same thing happened, except there was writing. And because they said again, "Is there a ghost here?" and the writing said yes in the Polaroid. And people would pay to go to there. And there's this like one video where the guy pulled out a Polaroid, pulled a brand spanking new cartridge out, plugged it in, asked a question, snapped it, and you could see stuff on the Polaroid. And people that paid to go there even like brought their own cameras. There's like a good 12 people that brought their cameras, took pictures, and all of them had this stuff happen to them. All of them. Not just like 2 or 3, all of them. You can't tell me all their cameras corrupted at the exact same time. And there's one where it even spelled out where it's like, were you dug here? It's like, yes, I was dug here. And there's another one that's like, dig here. You can't fucking tell me. Okay, you can't tell me that all their cameras messed. You're telling me all their cameras messed up at the same time and spelled out a sentence for people to read. Yes, they were all strangers. None of them knew. And all the people were skeptics. Of course, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, oh, skeptics, oh wow. But people were skeptics, and they couldn't even explain it. They were like, you're bitch ass. They were like, it's not real, probably some like little fake shit. And they came and took pictures, and they couldn't explain it. I'm pretty sure if you saw it though, since you're Mr. Know-It-All, you'd fucking try to literally explain it in 2 seconds.
They were paid to mess with that.
They weren't paid to
Was it
mess
the
with.
exact same like figure in the same area?
No, it wasn't. They all took different like parts of the house, and they all like they looked at different places. They did different stuff. They said different shit, and they asked different questions. And all of them had the same thing. They didn't take the exact picture in the exact same spot. They didn't do the same thing. No, they all had different stuff.
The ghost looked exactly the same.
There was no ghost. Only one of them was a ghost. No, there's 2. They like there's just questions like streaks in the in the picture saying like different questions, like answering different questions they asked, like streaks, like white mark streaks, and they all had them. You can't tell me all their cameras fucked up. Oh, and the very last one, something about how like there was like a ghost. There's one where they all took a group picture, and right where there's someone like where there's a little spot empty. There was a black figure just standing there, like just sitting there, just standing there, like not moving. LeBron James. You mean Shaq?
Shaq O'Neal. That picture of him standing there with the guy
Yeah.
with 2 lashes.
Yeah, that was one of them. So how can you try to debunk this one?
Well, first of all, how do we know these people were random at all? How do we know they
Because-
were random? Are you gonna trust
Because they
word of
recorded
mouth?
everything. There's a film of like them doing it, the people coming over, fucking no one knowing each other, and them all doing it together. All like random people coming over.
No one
They-
knowing each other.
There was no one knowing each other.
How do you know they
No one
can't
knowing each other.
pretend?
What do you mean they can't pretend?
Yeah, I could lie to you about anything and you might fall for it.
I literally can't. I won't fall for your shit. Most of the shit you speak to me, I know it's shit because you make them read a shit up, and you're like, no, it's real, bro, it's real, bro.
Like the mangas in real life.
Not like that, but like, you see what I mean, Chris? Whatever, like, even, no, if you've had literal proof, and you could see something, be like, nah, fucked up, nah, I don't know, my eyes is fucked up there.
I do have
You would do that. You would see
eyesight
something.
is really bad, so I could just blame it on that.
You could have 20/20 vision
But I don't.
and fucking see something. You could have, Chris.
But
Did
I
you not say
don't.
like could have? You could have your glasses on.
My glasses
No.
don't really work on me anymore.
You could get eye repair and you would see shit, and you would be like, I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. It was nothing. Get mugged, Chris. You would probably just go, bro. I don't know, bro. It's good.
I didn't lose. I just merely failed to win. Anyway,
Well,
back to your irrelevant.
It's not even. Are you?
Back to your extremely brain dead theory about ghosts. That little ghost thing, you could fake it. You're trusting
How could
random
you?
people. You're trusting random people that would probably do this for clout. We ate Tide Pods. People
They
would
didn't
eat
do it
Tide
for
Pods.
clout.
Oh, so you're telling me? They didn't-
Yeah.
They record themselves. They didn't. pay
All
for
these
that.
people were like full-grown adults. Yeah, all
Hey,
people were full-grown
Ryan,
adults.
Ryan's photo review.
People came.
Jake Paul.
Ryan's sort of view, the kid wasn't a full-grown adult.
Oh,
All these people
Jake
do it
Paul
for.
is-
All these people do it for their life. And those people were like full-grown adults, Chris.
Why can't
And I think
understand that?
Chris, even if they could, when they said they were gonna do it, like they were gonna like host like something to come, they didn't have enough time to even do it. If they were gonna tamper with the shit, they wouldn't even have time because they all came like, because they said, I'm pretty sure when they like talking about it, they said like a certain day, which was like a couple days away as soon as they said it out to the public, and random people came. So if they even if they did try to stage it, they wouldn't have time to stage it because fucking there's no way they'd have like a good day to stage so much shit.
They already preset the day.
No, that's the thing. They didn't know if you were to fucking like preset a day and like fake it. There's a slight chance one of the pictures might have not been fucked up or like fucked up correctly.
Okay, so you're just saying random people show up at these two guys' houses.
Yeah, because the guys had been on the news. They literally had been on the news because of everything they'd done. They had been on the news because of everything they saw. They took pictures of. They fucking showed.
Of course,
They
they're
literally
gonna
been on the news.
pre-select people that go.
They're not gonna pre-select people.
Yes,
They
you
like
will. You're
they
gonna let them
pulled
come out
random
to your house.
people.
Yeah, those random people both. You're gonna DM them. Hey, bro, I need your help with this.
Why would they? Why the
them.
fuck would they do that?
For
They're
clout.
both the guys were like, I'm pretty sure. I think both the guys were like, I don't know, middle age or like both their 40s. And, like there one of them was like I think 40 or 50. I don't know. And both of them were gay. So
Of course.
I'm pretty sure that was back then when like gays were kind of still like hated. So why would they try to bring attention towards themselves even more?
Because of the ghosts. People won't care about
Because
your...
of the
Yeah,
ghosts.
people won't care about your sexuality if you have so unquote real life ghost footage.
Wasn't cool, so let's go pictures.
It's all
I need-
news, bro.
Oh, fake news. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. You'll come up with some bullshit excuse how it is every single time. Let's say the dumbest shit. Oh, yeah, my eyesight's not that good. I don't know. Yeah, the camera's pretty old. I don't know. I don't know. My hearing's not that good. I don't know if I heard
It's
it
the
correctly.
IRS.
No, yeah, it's not. Alright. How about you give me proof on how ghosts are fake? After I
On how ghosts are real in the first place.
No. I told you how ghosts are real. You fucking didn't even take anything into account, and you just fucking shut it to the side. Now you give me how ghosts are fake. You give me how ghosts are fake.
Alright. Once you're dead, what happens to you?
You either stay in the normal realm, or you fucking your brain just turns off. Some shit. No one knows what happens when you die.
Just
No one
die.
knows what happens when you die. How can you know for a fact you die? No one happens after death because everyone dies. You don't come back. People that do die. Oh no! Tell me what you're gonna say. Tell me what you're gonna say.
What about the people who died and come back?
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna believe them. I can't believe them. Sorry.
These losers died. How are they supposed to have enough time to decide, oh, should I milk it for clout or not? Morons with the ghost stories in their ghost house, like, oh, of course, maybe we could use this for clout.
Oh,
These losers
God
just-
didn't think. Oh, hey, this surgery cost a fuck ton of money. I was in the hospital for a fuck ton of time. I died. Maybe I should get some clout and get some money to get paid. Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna so-called fake this ghost footage, then I'll use that fake ghost footage to get money, and then at that money I could buy my own stuff. Adults have a better reason to lie for money than kids do.
Now, what's your reason?
What do you mean? Exactly, nerd. Exactly.
Oh no, someone like called me. But basically, why? How could you know they weren't lying? Like you said they were lying. How could you not know they like dreamt something while they were like dying?
What do you mean?
You know, remember how like your brain right before you die gives it the last amount of energy, or like I don't know what it's called, like to like give yourself something. People say like either that, you either relive your entire life through that little like memory that your life gives, or you do something else. Why would those like? How could you trust that all those people, still like weren't lying?
These dudes just died. They just died. How are they gonna think about a good cover story just then?
Because they'd come up and like sit there and think for a second, oh, shit, this is gonna cost a fuck ton.
Yeah, because immediately
Like,
after
let
they're
me-
back from the dead, the doctor comes in. Okay, so you're gonna have your bill. No, they're gonna let you recoup
It's common. Yeah, they're gonna let you recoup and sit there and get more of your fucking money and milk you even more while you're sitting in the bed.
Yeah, just don't pay that.
Even before you die. Like, it's still gonna have fucking forever there with you. Pay up for it. They'd probably be like, oh, let's do this. And let's fucking, let me milk this.
Shut up,
Let me,
$400.
let me make up. Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Let
trying to
me,
disprove your little ghost stories, and then you won't listen to it either.
I am listening to yours, and I'm using the exact same bullshit excuse you use. Exactly. I'm using the exact same excuses that you use for whenever I try to
Mines
say
aren't
mine.
excuses. Mines are intelligent, well thought out counter arguments.
We'd never talked about this. You just came up with this on the spot, Chris.
Yeah, because I'm so intelligent like that.
Okay.
You were smack talking. I actually haven't. You were smack talking an A honor roll student, bro. Don't make me fight you, bro. Don't make me beat you up,
You
nerd.
probably get folded like a fucking Chris. You get folded like a mattress. Don't.
You didn't even say omelet, bro.
You're gonna get folded like a fucking binder, bro. No.
Funny, she's only
Alright.
students are like. By the way,
Okay.
just have the arbiter left? Yeah, just have arbiter left.
How long? Wait, how much long? How much for this bullshit? How long have we been doing this for?
I don't know. I just keep laughing at your branded excuses and proving how
Oh.
ghosts are real.
And your brain dead too. How you hear something, and then someone says the exact same thing. You're like, no, that's not true.
It's
That's not
not,
true.
because I am cute, you are not, so I think my arguments speak more truth.
I have more money than you, so my argument is better.
But I am cuter than you, so I think I'm cool.
Look like a mole rat, Chris.
What are you talking about? You're the one with the 500 pounds extra.
You're the one with the 200 pounds negative, bro. You're underweight and I'm overweight.
I'd rather be underwear.
You had to be a 14-year-old girl. Wow.
Bro, nice reference, bro. Where you get it from?
Got it from Zoomies. Where you get your clothes.
Don't you get your clothes from Zoomies? Oh, I forgot. You use
Ah.
Hollister.
No, use Hot Topic for shit. Sorry, I forgot.
Hot Topic, bro. What a joke of a Hot Topic.
You shop at, I bet you shop at Gap, bro. Okay, we should stop.
You shop at Gap, bro. Oh, you bro.
You shop at Gap.
I'm from Britain.
Nah, this dumb bullshit now.
Shut up. Problem.
Why should I?
You're gay.
Okay. But even back then, people would like tell ghost stories. Back then, people couldn't tell like about ghosts because they get put in insane asylums for like people who were overconfident got put in insane asylums. That's how fucking destroyed our health was back then. If you were like too confident, you get put in an insane asylum.
I'm gonna kill a sniper jackal.
Okay. Sniper jackal.
God damn, it's hitting so much plasma shots.
When did we get in this voice?
There you go.
No, it's almost been an hour because we like started at like 10:20. So we'll just have like let's go on to like
We'll go on to the
11
Salem
p.m.
mission. I'm done with the Salem mission.
How long is that?
I don't know, probably a couple minutes. Cause I'm already done. I'm almost done.
Let's just talk about something before.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
something else, cause you know your arguments.
We saw
you're
you.
fucking master.
And so your arguments are being
give me one.
counted.
I want to hear more of your branded excuses on how ghosts are real.
Okay. Let me think of one.
Yeah, cause they're all branded. They're all useless.
How they all useless. Shit, even fucking
Damn.
some famous people have like ghost stories, so they
Michael
lie. They
Jackson's
already.
ghost.
No, Michael Jackson, dumbass.
Nah, I can't
But
keep that.
why would a famous person? Wait, what would you say?
What? Michael Jackson's ghost in a birthday.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Should be fine.
I guess.
Big
Anyways, let's get back to it. Basically, some of them celebrities have ghost stories, but I'm pretty sure you'd use the excuse, oh, they're doing it for clout. Why would they need to do it? Some like really famous celebrities, Ariana Grande supposedly saw a ghost. So she need to do it. She had like all the
Supposedly.
no, she had a story too. She had an entire story she told about it. Why would she need to do it? At the time, I think she had like all the money she wanted in the world. She like signed her record deal. She was popping off. Why would she want to make some random ghost clout for no reason when she had everything she ever wanted?
To add more to her profile.
Yeah, she'd be known as a ghost lady from there on. No,
Exactly. Now you're catching the gift.
a gift. What are you, a fucking Facebook mom?
Yeah, I'm a Facebook mom.
Have a wet sedan. Alright, let's continue with this.
Yeah, your fake Ariana Grande story, probably.
Hey, Gary,
Probably saw it on iFunny. Believe it.
Yeah, you probably saw your shit on Reddit. That's probably why you think you're so smart and cute, because you use Reddit.
What are you
Oh
talking
shit.
about? I have not touched Reddit. The only subreddit I've ever watched is r/bonus in public. That's the only subreddit I've ever used. Why would I use Reddit?
You just use Reddit. You just said you did,
Yeah, for that only. Why would I lie about
but
it?
still, you technically still use Reddit.
No, you use iFunny.
See how they think they're
iPhone is not that bad. He's not Reddit, bro.
It's iFunny,
I will
bro.
help you spread.
How's iPhone bad?
It's
How is it?
iFunny.
That's
How's
all you
iFunny
have,
good?
bro. It got better than everyone's dishing out right now, bro.
That's why you think Ghost Hero all these iFunny memes, bro.
I think that's good. That's probably what you think you're little. That's what you probably think, bro. You probably think you're so smart because you watch Rick and Morty, bro.
Bro, that's what you do.
It's the YouTube, bro.
Actually.
You watch like half an episode of Rick and Morty, you're like, bro, I'm too smart. I need to watch SpongeBob to dumb myself down.
Bro, SpongeBob's not bad. I don't know how people call SpongeBob like child content.
No, it's not that bad at all. We're like adults watch. I think some of the episodes. Oh, remember that scary ass episode where like there's like a gorilla or some shit? Where like Sandy turned to a gorilla
No.
and then like someone else. Oh, that shit was creepy as fuck. That episode scarred me as a kid.
Beta.
When you were little, you'd cry. You'd all cry.
So balling. Way too balling. Kill it.
Yeah.
Damn
Okay.
sniper trap. There you are.
Alright, I guess let's wrap this shit up.
Hold up, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, keep talking.
Goblin.
I can't. You know what should we talk about now? You can't talk about ghosts or get hurt.
Yeah, I get butthurt. You're the one trying to disprove my super intelligent arguments.
And then you're the one getting mad because I'm using your own arguments against you.
No? How?
Now, let's continue. I literally use your own argument against you. You're like, how, bro? How? How did I not move on?
Elaborate.
Please. You use the argument that people would fake it for clout. I use the argument people would fake it for clout, and you got all pissy pants saying, oh no, I didn't look bro.
You gotta think about this. Be logical. Who is more likely to fake for clout? 2 4-year-old men or a person that just died?
Person that just died, bro. Their medical bills are gonna be off the fucking charts.
Doesn't matter. Okay, forget their medical bills. They already have all the money. They already have all the money they need. They can pay for it. They can pay for it.
Then, alright, then again, the people, the 40-year-old men, they have all the money they need. Why would they fake it?
For clout. You're
That- I
acting
just-
like there isn't relief funds for.
The only excuse you have is for clout, Chris.
Cause it is.
The excuse is
Okay,
not gonna.
What are you most likely to fake for?
Me?
Money or clout?
Money, bro. Which is probably why they did for the medical bills.
Why would he fake that? And okay, the stories come right after they wake up again. Like,
Yeah, they
as soon
do.
as they wake up, they ask them what happened, and then they tell them, and then the person responds with their story. How less than less than a minute, sitting there, just woke up. How are you supposed to think about an excuse that fast?
I'm not gonna do it that fast. Someone like it's like a day or two later they tell people what happened. Like after they get out of the hospital, after they got their bill and see how much it is, that's
You
when they
don't
start writing the
get.
story.
You're acting like people can't afford medical bills.
You look close out of the chart. I noticed the bandage is like $1,000 for a bandage.
Oh my god, this section's so annoying. No,
Technically, I'm using your own argument against you
no,
and you're
you're
getting
not.
pissed.
You're,
Yes, I
you're
am.
repeating an invalid point.
That's what you were doing too then. You're being that point also.
How?
Why would they do it for clout? They're just two fucking like 40-year-old men.
Yeah, and how
Two
many
normal 40-year-old
40-year-old
men.
men do you see on TikTok doing TikTok dances?
Those are weird
It
40-year-old men.
doesn't
Don't
matter
remember the
how
regular.
old you are. People still want attention.
Yeah, exactly. If you just died, you could make up a story. How they probably heard stories before, like, oh, that person died and came back. I died and I came back. I should make up a story too.
Yeah, I go on Google and fake. I go on Google and search up death stories, and then I was like, oh, I should do this too. When you have no guarantee of them getting paid. And how does getting clout result in getting money?
Then again, too, I could use an argument. People who supposedly quote unquote fake the ghost, how would they get paid? There's no chance they get paid.
Then,
It's
no. That's my argument. How does getting clout affect you getting paid?
you could make like shit. You could get promoted by people.
Like who? By
They
who?
could fake their shit. They could go get promoted by like a fucking t-shirt brand or some shit. Some
No,
t-shirt
you
brand would do
can't.
anything. They could. They could make it, bro. They could get promoted by like Christian churches, bro.
No. How is you faking? How is you faking your story of death, resulting in you getting cash?
Then again, how is you faking the story of a ghost resulting in you getting cash?
Because you're paid. You told
How
me,
are you?
You told me
They
yourself.
weren't paid.
You told me yourself. You had to pay to get in there, right?
Nah, I don't know if they're paid actually. They've had.
Oh,
I'm
now you
guessing.
don't know.
I'm guessing. Just maybe they're paid. I mean, in case like, oh, someone's gonna take that shit. Fucking pay up, bro.
Exactly. They were
And
probably
also
paid.
skeptics would also pay to be like, oh, I'm gonna go prove this shit.
They caught people being paid off.
Yeah, skeptics paid just to get paid off.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what happened.
The skeptic, so-called skeptic, gets a nice paycheck, and the two men keep their story.
I don't think the men that made up the story even have like any socials to this day. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they don't, because they don't want to get fucking. They don't like we think, oh, you guys just ghost story. No, they're just like, ah, we saw a ghost in our house. So just talk about it on TV.
Yeah, we saw it on TV. We post this thing on socials. Then from our socials,
You're saying exactly your point too. They saw something, heard something.
yeah,
They're like, oh,
as soon as they died, they were watching a video on people's after-death stories. No,
yeah, that's what. So basically, you're saying.
you can't keep your point because how is me coming back from the dead earning me a paycheck?
You could fake your shit. You should get paid by the news to tell your story. They could get on.
They don't pay you on the
Some news articles do that, like, oh, we'll pay you just for you to tell us your story and shit.
Yeah, that's thinking ahead. Right now you're thinking, oh, I'm back alive. Yeah,
No,
as soon as you come back alive.
Some of them like a week after, like after they're out of the hospital, after while they're in the hospital, like they think about the story.
Instead of recovering, they're thinking about how I could get money out of this.
They're thinking about their fake stories. They're thinking, oh yeah, I can come back. So fucking minute. So what now?
Your little pretend to be dead, get paid ballin'. That doesn't work. How is there any guarantee of money?
That's what you were saying about mine to my ghost already. Get
I'm not saying
paid
about money.
ballin'.
I'm not saying money. I'm saying about
You literally
clout.
just saying. Why would they need clout? They're both like fucking men. They're mid-aged. Why would they need clout?
It's attention. And everybody loves attention. And you know that's true.
Those are two fucking like 40-year-old men. Why would they want attention? They already have their life set up in front of them. Why would they want like, oh, let's go fake a ghost story, bro?
Then what? Okay.
Again, those people had medical bills to pay off.
Yeah, medical pills that they're not guaranteed of money. How could you lie and then guarantee
They
yourself
paid
money?
for the story. They get paid for the story.
No, they don't.
They get attention from the media. They start doing fucking some type of cancer awareness, some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
Get
they don't
paid.
even get the
What?
money because it's an awareness for a charity, not themselves.
Like I
See,
said,
your
the
little
news.
counter argument doesn't work with mine.
Yes, it does.
Well, it doesn't, because how are they guaranteed a paycheck?
Because do you know what I said with the news paying them for their story?
The news doesn't do
And
that.
then they say too. They pay people to tell their
And
stories
why would a news do that?
because they want to get story. They heard something new, something fresh. Like, ooh, let's go see what this person said. You want something new, something fresh for a more way to come into us. They pay to get paid even more than those people.
Okay, so say someone does fake it. So something does happen. They go on the news. They don't get paid. What happens now?
They do. Why would they go to the news and not get paid?
I literally
If
will
the-
search it up right now and see if they get paid.
Alright, go ahead. Good job.
So, wait, hold up. So with those witness statements from, like, say, police shootings, do those people get paid?
They're forced to fucking. It's a police.
No, like
that's
witness
in-
statements from the news, on the news, just on the news. Will those people be paid for if, like, the news organization asks them question? Ask them
That's
questions.
it doesn't matter if they get paid because their statements are already police. You know how the police like live or like fucking releases videos and shit about like people's like live testimonies.
No.
The
Police doesn't
fucking
do that.
yeah they do. They release like fucking. They do. Have you not seen the celebrities? They went to jail and like in their like fucking jail, so they're getting questioned. They release it to the just like public.
They don't release interrogations.
They do.
They do not. You're
Have
on
you
some
not-
type of crystal meth.
Have you really seen them release their fucking interrogations and shit?
Yeah, like old people, but nowadays they don't do that stuff anymore.
They do. This is artist called The Baby. I'm pretty sure you don't know because you don't listen to music
No, those
and you don't.
rap music or anything like that.
No, exactly. This artist called Baby, like one of his friends or something. Something happened and like he like needed to go take a statement. They posted his statement online on like the news. You could literally go find a video of his statement, like him getting interviewed and shit, and he getting questioned.
Yeah, it's an
This is-
interview, not an
No,
interrogation.
no, there was one where this lady she stabbed her boyfriend in the back while like he was like showering and shit, and they posted the video of her talking about it. She's like, you could literally hear like say how like, oh, that picture I like it, oh that picture that's it's like, oh I didn't want to stab him and this and that. They literally post their interrogations and their questioning on the fucking news.
Yeah, on the news for like big stuff like murders or like rap artists.
Happis,
Why would they care about some kid?
we mean some kid.
Some person that died. If they
Because
don't
that
post
person,
ghost stories on the news, how are they supposed to post something like that?
because that person's gonna get forced to fucking. That person's gonna get forced to like say what they want. So they're gonna like, oh, let's go give them some money to get their testimony, and like get their like
Yeah, and
get their
how much money do you think they're gonna get paid? Like $100.
good fucking bit of money, bro. It's a
No.
fucking. Some people don't want to talk about it. Like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Like, we'll pay you more. Like, no, what the fuck?
For instance, okay then, retard ground. No, it doesn't. You're thinking that news is willing to pay ballin for a ghost for a statement, for a story.
You probably fucking will.
They won't. They're skimpy on their money.
Unless it's a really good story that they know will bring in more shit, they pay.
We're even.
Because there's one, but this fake, like, there's like this fake alien one, but it was like a really like bad fake one, where like it was like fucking, it was all gray and shit, and it was like obviously fat, like fake fucking, like,
Roger that.
what's it called, like molder of alien, like classic looking one, and they paid like I think they paid like a good like 10 grand for it, for the piece of video, to find out it was fake.
Yeah, 'cause that's for skepticism. That's for a live audience. That's for a skeptic to pay for that. But for a regular
Yeah.
story, it won't work like that. You won't get paid 10 grand for a statement. Even a statement at best, maybe it's a couple sentences.
too. They'll get paid they'll get paid a nice little fucking bit of cash.
Yeah, a little bit.
It is in the news, little bits like fucking a good like 20,000. News channels make a fuck ton because you get like of course the ratings shit. They're gonna want to go get a story to get their ratings up, get paid more, get more stories, pay for more stories, get more ratings, and rinse and repeat.
Areas that are access stories.
Exactly, that's how they pay a nice amount to get shit. Yes, they will.
No, they won't. There's no guarantee that paychecks if you lie about that stuff. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. What there is guarantee is lying about something that a lot of people are skeptical about, and then saying it's real, using that trust in them to lie about it and get even more stuff out of them.
Exactly. These people are
That's
doing.
more plausible.
They tell their little fake story about them dying and coming back.
Yeah. How are they gonna fake that immediately?
Did you know what I said? That fucking it takes them like good they recover in the hospital. Some of them just come meet on the spot. Some of them like, oh,
Yeah, some of
people
them.
are actually really good. I've not seen people where like something happens and like seconds later they come up with like a really good story that gets the people convinced.
Yeah,
In
I
seconds.
just died.
IFF confirmed.
I just died,
Contact is Pelican
and I'm now
dropship,
gonna
kilo
go do
23, over.
Now I'm gonna start lying about this.
You know, some people that die, they don't die because of old age. Some people that die and come back die because like an accident, like
Yes,
near
I
the
know that I know what you're talking about. But I'm saying, why would you lie about something so fast without thinking about it?
because you get paid for your
You
fucking
can't.
story.
There's no guarantee in getting paid.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not. Here, right before this ends, I'm gonna first
You
exit out.
scold me.
I'm gonna exit this out.
And what about my ghost and my like alien one? The people with the alien, they didn't get paid. They just like told their story to the public, and that's all. They didn't get paid.
Yeah,
They went out and told
and
their story.
and if you tell your story to the public, boom, you're not getting paid. If I say,
They,
oh, I just died and
they
this
didn't.
happens, I'm not getting
No,
paid.
people like if someone does that, they go and tell the news. Try to go tell the news, like, oh, if you pay me a nice bit, I'll tell you my story and everything. I'll give you some extra details with the story. But those like fucking alien people, the ones that don't like fucking just go out and tell the public or just tell some like fucking something, they do it out in the public.
Okay,
There's no.
I just searched it up. Do you get paid for news stories? The vast majority of news and featured comes from independent press agencies and journalists who get paid for finding. Journalists get
It's
paid.
independent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
this is in general. For finding the writing and
Did
stories.
not hear them say independent, huge news stories with a bunch of different people
No,
where they're all
press
research.
agencies. That means people getting independent means like person, not agency, not the thing, a person. If
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Billy. Billy's trying to sell his story, or supposedly he's trying to sell his story. Billy wants to tell his story. He goes to an independent press. Billy gets his story out, and then that independent press tells Billy's story to the big guys.
the little guys won't tell their story to the big guys unless they're getting paid.
They won't. Journalists who
Yeah.
get paid for finding their writing and stories. The one thing all my friends ask is how much do people get paid for selling the story? The simple answer is not as much as they did in the past.
Yeah, in the past they could fake a story.
This is
Most
in
of the dead alive
2016.
they got paid. Yeah, still, it's like people from like 1990 to like 1980s who like they're fake death stories and they fucking get paid for it because they don't get paid as much now. Probably got paid a fucking nice amount back then.
What? See, you're not making sense. Why would someone pay for it? Why would someone lie about being your death experience, your death experience? Why would someone lie
And
about that?
cause some people don't think they're about to die, and then boom, an accident happens,
No,
they
when they
die,
do,
come
when they
back.
do die, when do they? After they die and come back. Why would someone lie about that?
Cause they're like, ah, shit, it's gonna cost quite a bit.
You're thinking
Don't.
about why. You're thinking about people who know they have health insurance, who know they could put a down payment on this, who know they could pay this off over years.
over.
That's the most common way
Yeah, it's just gonna
of
that's
hospitals
gonna
being built.
drag them down. It's gonna lower their fucking
Also, I
insurance.
don't buy a car because it's gonna cost way too much over years. I don't buy a house because the mortgage is costing too much.
They want to pay it off immediately, so they don't have to deal with it. 'Cause maybe some
No, they
people are
don't
dealing
pay
with
it
stuff
off
already.
immediately because if they pay it off immediately, that's too much. And
Well, some of them
immediately is like 5 to 10 years, and you're paying a
exactly
lot in 5 to 10 years.
paid. They're getting paid for their stories, and they'll fucking pay it
And
off
your
with the
hospital
money they're earning.
bills, and your hospital bills, it's about cars.
No, hold on. Now you tell me why someone of you keep saying the excuse, oh clout, oh clout. Why do people need clout? No, random people don't want clout. Random people just want to get their story out.
Well, if you're
Why
willing
would
to
random
tell
people?
a story, you clearly want attention to you.
No, some
You
people just
clearly
want to
want
tell.
self-attention if you want that. If you want that.
No, some people don't. Some people are just like, I'll tell this little like journalist page on my story, then some big article hit about the small journalist page that's told about the story, so I can release that. People are like, oh fuck, great, now I can now everyone knows my story.
What's you're acting like you're acting like most people. I just searched it up for I just searched it up for how much money you could get by selling your story. It's about $200.
It's like right now. Back then it was like a good 1,000.
Yeah, back then when people couldn't trust anything.
Back then people
And
believed
that's
almost
those are
anything,
euros.
Chris.
Those are euros. Hold
Like
up.
you said. Back then, like you said, Chris. Back then people would believe anything.
Yeah, just like how the ghost stories people would believe.
Even now, people don't really believe ghost stories because some people have faked it. Some people like actually give real fucking shit.
Yeah, and
Some
then
people actually
yeah,
see it,
real stuff that
and
they
then
managed to
and then
fake properly.
yeah, all the people who told their ghost stories got paid off. Every single one of them, you're saying, got paid off. Every single one.
No,
That's what you're saying. You're saying no. That's what you said. You said that every single person that's had a ghost story has either get paid off or tampered with it. So you're saying every single person that
I
has
never mentioned
tampered with their
money. I
shit.
always mentioned they wanted the attention for it.
You didn't you, I say you said that people get paid off to fucking to tell ghost stories to like say, oh yeah, that's true. You
What?
said that.
No,
Remember when I was talking about the?
I'm not paying attention to you. I'm looking to see how much currently you could sell your story for, and it looks like it's 200 euros. I don't even know how much euros are.
That's probably in Mexico.
No,
The fuck?
retard. Euros is UN. United Nations. Okay, 1 euro
Oh, sorry.
is 130, so 200 euros. That's $268. How is $268 gonna do anything?
Back then, it
No,
was fucking more.
right now. Say
No,
right
back
now.
then was most
I
toys that
don't
came
care.
out. Now people spend.
I don't care about back then. I want right now. It happens right now. One story happens, pushes out right now. What are you gonna get
No
from it?
one's on no one's on the little bullshit story right now because they know they're not gonna get shit from it.
Exactly.
Back then, people would push their stories out, slowly get bigger and bigger, and like try to sell it more and more. Now people don't try that shit anymore because fucking like they're putting some little bullshit amount. Back then, like oh, they're paying me a nice sum of money. Fuck yeah, I'll do it.
No,
But
they
right now, they're
won't.
like,
No.
it will, Chris.
No, they're
Chris.
not. You're so brain dead.
I'm sure I am. Yeah, I'm
Yes, you
sure I am.
are. You are entirely.
Uh, yeah, I am entirely brain dead
Yes, you
because
are.
I use your excuse against you, and
You
you
haven't
get
used
mad
my
about it.
excuse. You haven't used
I
my
have.
excuse. No,
People
you
who
bring.
fake their death want clout. People do anything for clout nowadays, even to fake their own fucking deaths,
Yeah,
Chris.
and make up ghost stories.
The ghost stories aren't gonna get them as much clout as
Yes,
fake
they
as thing.
will.
No, they're not.
Yes, they will. Who
No,
cares
they're
about
not.
some kid? Okay, this is the current media. Who cares about a kid who almost died? We want the newest TikTok star, the newest TikTok dance on the news right now. That's what they care about right now. They don't care about some kid that almost died, that did die and come back. They want the
Yeah, it's like
newest
people don't do
TikTok trend.
anymore because people know that now it won't get shit because people don't do it anymore. Back then they do it a fuck ton.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would. That's all.
No, they wouldn't. You're so dumb.
We're gonna come back to this fucking like little
You are
puffers like the
so brain dead. How do you believe that people would purposely lie about what they've experienced
you
when they were
would.
dead just to get an extra couple bucks?
This one lady lied that her husband died just to get paid for her health insurance,
Yeah,
and she lied for like 5 years. People would lie to get paid. Exactly. She lied to get paid.
what?
Exactly. Push, exactly. Now you
Wait,
have
no, no,
no.
no, 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 moron. Say it again.
This lady, she lied about her husband dying. She lied about her husband dying to get paid by health insurance.
Yeah,
She
people do
lied
that all
to
the time. But how are you supposed to fake your own death? How are you supposed to fake what happened to you in your own death when people know
because
you were dead?
people.
People know you died. People had for memorials for you. People knew this for you. When you come back, how are you supposed to think about that?
When people die, they die for like an hour or two. They don't die like for 10 days straight. Come back and like, oh, I'm back alive. No, they don't have time to set up all the funerals and shit, Chris.
Oh, so you don't. There's not enough time to say, "Hey, yo, bro, my homie, bro died. My boy's dead."
They'll grieve for a bit. They'll grieve for a few days. Then they'll start setting shit. It's not like literally seconds after you
But
die,
what?
the
Why would he
morgue be like,
grieve?
yo,
Why
get
would
me.
he grieve?
Because the
They're not
person just
dead.
fucking died,
But they're not
Chris.
dead. Why would he grieve for a couple days if they only come back?
Yeah.
If they only die for an hour? See how
Chris, that's
brain dead
no,
you
Chris.
sound
You
right
just
now?
flipped it. Chris, you just flipped it around entirely, Chris. When someone dies, they grieve, but unless someone dies, come back for an hour, they're like, oh, the person didn't die.
No, you said
What
they
did I
would
say?
grieve for a couple days, for 10 days. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, if they died entirely, if dead for an hour, they'd grieve like that whole hour and be like, oh, he's not dead.
And then as soon as they come back, you're like, oh, bro, we could use this for clout. You could use this for some extra cash.
Hey, the only person that do it was the person that faked their death. Chris, you don't fucking understand the
You don't
media. You
understand.
don't understand. People would go to extreme lengths just to get paid, Chris.
Oh my
You
god.
don't understand.
And you don't think people will fake their ghost stories just to get paid?
Some people don't fake. Some people don't even get paid for their ghost stories. Some people that fake their little stories want to get paid. They want to get sponsored.
Yeah. Wait, no.
So
we're
you
not
just agreed with me
talking-
that they, yeah.
Hold up. Your brain dead excuse. People who want to get paid are the people who tell their story while they were dead.
So while they were dead, they told the story. What the fuck did you just say?
No, people who want to get paid are the people who come back from the dead.
Some of them, yeah. Not all of them.
And the people who fake their story for ghost stories purposely don't want to get paid or don't want attention for that.
Yeah, some of them don't. Some of them want to live a normal fucking life.
Yeah, but then why would they fake it?
Some of them want to get paid. But so you're telling me that all the people that have said they have seen a ghost are lying? They've made it up?
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them. So you're saying ghosts are real because some of them are true?
No.
You just technically agreed that yeah, ghosts are real. You
No, I didn't. I didn't agree with you. I just said I didn't agree with you. I acknowledged you.
so people. So the smart say like sure yeah some people most people did lie though. What about the smart like people that didn't lie? We're gonna chalk that up to.
The people who didn't die? Didn't
Who
lie?
didn't lie? Yeah, about the ghost stories. What would you chalk that up to?
Attention. If they don't
They wouldn't
want,
want.
if they don't lie about their story, if they prove they don't lie about their story, if they have everything they saying they don't lie about the story, they're chalking up that they want that attention.
What?
Alright.
How would your shit work right
Listen,
now?
listen.
Okay.
I have a legit ghost story on me. Legit. I go to you.
Mhm.
Hey yo, bro, check this out, blah, gang. Okay? You watch it. You listen. You agree with me.
But what the ghost?
Why would I share that to you?
What the ghost story to me?
Yeah, why would I share that ghost story with you?
Because it's a fucking ghost story. You saw something that's not seen by many people. You're like, oh, what the fuck? I want to go tell someone about this. Yo, let me go tell my friend. That's your friend, not a random person. People that don't want their ghost stories are actually real. Don't fucking give it to big news attentions because they know people like, oh, they're gonna try to me, I'm gonna get paid in some way for doing something like this. So let me get paid. People are gonna chalk that to me getting paid to lie, like you're saying. Let me tell the real fucking story. Let me do it. It's fucking where nobody like
Okay, so
knows
you,
me.
you tell
I'm not.
friends, you tell your friends. Your
Mhm.
friends told their friends told their friends, and then it becomes Chinese whispers. And slowly, and people add more to that. Say you just witnessed your cabinet opening out of nowhere. That's your story right there.
Mhm.
Now, after a couple friends back and forth, now people are believing that your entire cabinet slammed open, slammed shut, and then everything inside it started moving around.
Yeah,
That's what
that's not.
happens. And then the true story, which is basically nothing, becomes irrelevant.
Oh, so you're saying people that said that like some little thing happened and became as big, just rolled with it?
Yeah,
Using most. No, people don't do that, Chris.
yes they do.
Some people do. Some people do roll with it. Most people do roll with it. Some people don't. The small percent of people that don't roll with it. What about them? Are you saying they're liars too
What do you mean?
because they didn't roll with their story? Yes.
No, what am I talking about? The people who
Okay. 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 Okay.
roll
Okay.
with their story, people who don't roll with their story, that's the most brain dead thing. So, what do you mean roll with their story?
Okay. They'll go with, oh yeah, my entire house did get haunted because that. You're saying most of them do that? Like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
What?
That's what you're saying, Chris. Chris, you just. Oh my
No,
God,
I'm
Chris.
saying how Chinese whispers could lead to the actual story being blown out of proportion.
Yeah, but
And
then
that's what
again,
I'm saying. I don't
if
know what
someone,
you're talking about.
yes, if someone says a story from someone else, they're not gonna believe the person that said the story, but like someone else. So say I told you a story and you like changed some details in the story, and I like you told someone that I told you that story, they'd be like, "Are you sure that doesn't sound really true?" Like, yeah, if you want, you can go talk to them. They come and get the story from me. They get the full story, the real story. That's why people who don't like, who fucking want to tell their ghost stories that are real, don't go fucking like telling everybody. They're gonna like fucking slowly add more details to it.
Yes, they
They send it
will.
to
To add
no,
more.
they
Yes, they will. To add more dramatize them. Whatever the hell. How do you ever say it? To dramatize it. People
advertise it.
will do it. People
What
have
about the
done
people?
it.
What about the people that don't do it, huh? What about them?
But people who don't, that's like the first person that you say it to, and then they tell somebody, and then they say it.
Chris,
They
you're
think,
just repeating the same
yeah,
thing
I'm
over and over.
repeating the right thing to say. You're repeating yourself with the most brain dead way possible.
No, I'm not. Oh my fucking Chris. Like, you, Chris. You're trying. You're saying you understand me, but you're not.
Yes,
I'm
I
saying
am.
something. No, you're not,
I'm so
Chris.
intelligent.
Okay.
Loser.
I think we're so. People are gonna think we're both fucking stupid because of this episode.
No, you're brain dead. I'm
You're
intelligent.
brain dead because you go on Reddit.
You use iFunny.
It's iFunny's. What does
That's
iFunny
just
do
in
with it for?
general. You use iFunny.
So iFunny. You know most of the videos I sent you that you laugh at. Actually, no. Chris laugh at shitty things you get off Reddit, like Minion.
I don't have Reddit. When have I ever used Reddit besides boners in public?
Didn't you have a Reddit account? Remember, tell me you had a Reddit account.
When?
Remember we were talking to the boys, and like one of them said, "Oh, Chris, remember your Reddit account?" You're like, shut up.
What? When?
Remember you said you had a Reddit account.
Hey, I'm sarcastic I have satire, you know? You know when I say,
Mm.
yeah, I'm gay, but you know when people say, do this or you're gay? And I say, oh, okay, it doesn't make difference. It's satire. You know I have
Okay,
satire in me. How do you know I wasn't messing with you?
it's
How do you
Reddit
know?
account.
How can you confirm
I'm
yourself?
pretty. I'm pretty sure you would make a fucking Reddit account, Chris, because of how you are. You want to go on the internet, look for more shit. Go on Reddit, look for more shit.
You would probably have the Reddit account. You're already 400 pounds. That's already one qualification.
Yeah, like you aren't.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty sure
ain't.
you have the.
I I ain't. You call yourself overweight. You call me underweight. You clearly don't think I'm over 400 pounds. You clearly think yourself you're
I've
400
seen the
pounds.
redditors. The redditors are like fucking like 2 feet tall, as thin as skeletons, bro. Not seen those redditors.
No, no, those aren't redditors. Those are like iPhone users. No, no,
Those are redditors, bro.
those are
Oh,
not.
so iPhone users thin as thin as skeletons.
Yeah. Oh, so what?
Oh, so you're calling me skinny? Oh, thank you.
No, because you're a redditor. You're 400 pounds, aren't you?
But you just said I use iFunny, and then you say iFunny people are like skinny as shit.
Yeah,
That
and then
you're
I
like
backed out of
skeletons.
that, and then thought about it, and then I came back to something else. But you
Oh,
clearly
so
wouldn't listen.
basically, so you're just changing your agenda entirely
I
just to
am.
make yourself
No, I'm
right.
not.
You did. And you backed out entirely of that
Alright,
and went
alright,
with
shut up,
something else.
loser. Shut up, loser. Alright,
Exactly,
moron, shut up.
exactly.
This episode has been way too long. It's already been an hour and 5 minutes. This idiot's clearly wrong. We're gonna end it right here. We're gonna end it right here before he starts making some
End the
9/11 references or something like that. So this was a pretty
Punch up
good first
9/11's
episode.
email.
Shut the hell up. This is pretty good first episode. I've actually really enjoyed this. Besides this retard screaming in my ear, how you get
No,
paid for
yeah,
fake
like
ghosts
you
for
weren't
fake
screaming.
stories. So yeah, it's been really good. It's fun. I was glad to do this. It's been an idea I had in my mind for a long time. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, we both didn't come up with this like
We're
yesterday.
shut the hell up, Chew. And we're probably gonna try to add do this maybe weekly or maybe twice a week. It really depends on our mood and this moron over here. Finding topics to
This
actually
Chris might
talk
have
about
ruined
it.
it.
Finding topics to actually talk about and not thinking about it on the spot. Like his only job is to. So hope you enjoyed this and we'll try to do this more. Alright, see you guys.
See ya.
It's not record. No, stop recording. I need to exit off Halo.
You acted out, deletes the whole fucking video. I'm having concerns about uploading that video. People would think we're fucking